Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your December 12th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out immensely. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, you're crowned with the Knight of Cups. Then we have the Eight of Cups reversed. We have Justice here, which is also Libra energy, so very strong connection with Libra. If you have Libra in your chart, if you have Libras in your life, there's going to be a very strong connection here. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. We then have the Knight of Pentacles, which is you, which comes through quite beautifully. We have the Moon, which is Pisces energy reversed, and we have the Hierophant, which is you in the major arcana reversed, angels and spirit guides. And then we have the Emperor in the upright position, which is Aries energy. So if you're born on the cusp with Aries, if you have Aries in your chart, that's going to come through very powerfully and very well for you. All right. We have a tendency here with let me just listen a minute. Okay. We have a tendency here with with the Hierophant energy of kind of getting in our own way, but also being a little bit rigid with our rules, like with the sense of, but it has to be just like this. And Spirit's saying, why? Like that's going to be a huge thing that comes up during this time. It's like, why? Why does it have to be like this? So we might be really kind of struggling against preconceived notions about things, ideas that this should be this way or that should be that way. And now we're seeing ourselves open up. It's like, oh, there can be so much more here, as well as Pisces energy. If we have that in our chart, that part of our personality can be causing us a little bit of difficulty, like coming out up, making us look at things differently or questioning, why am I moving forward this way? I just see a lot of fear. Like it brings up, if that's in your chart, wherever that is, it brings up fear. But if you have fear living inside of you for whatever reason, and we all do, that starts to come up during this time. So being mindful of that, because we can be very pragmatic with it or very kind of more, oh, I see you, but you don't get to engulf me. And that's going to be the best way to handle this. This is also Pisces energies that we have in our lives. Like they can have fear around them. We don't get to be engulfed by it. Water sign energy is also going to be very good for us. It's crowning this whole entire reading. It's Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer, which I know we're having a bit of difficulty here with Pisces, but we do have water sign energy coming in, being very good for us, helping us to move forward. But there's also this real sense here, Taurus, with move with the heart, like lead with the heart. That is going to be one of the most important things that we can do. Justice, having things be balanced, having things be just for you. We can really get into this whole kind of obsession thing with everything being just for everyone. I have to make everyone happy. I have to make everyone feel heard. It's going to be about everyone. And then nobody's happy. Nobody feels heard. And especially ourselves, we feel very, very frustrated. So keeping things balanced, keeping things harmonized, it's like, what is the easiest for me to move forward in? And it's not a cop out. I know a lot of Taurians here are going to be like, well, that's a cop out. No, it's not. Be kind to yourself. It's going to be a very great thing for you to move forward in. And it's going to make this holiday season, it's going to make life just so much easier. Okay. So before we dive even deeper into everything, now let us clear the energy space. Because you guys know I love my singing bowl. I love clearing the energy space, raising our own energy vibration. Oh, before we do all of that, before we go into the meditation, put a snowman in the comment box if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading. If you're interested in entering, put a snowman emoji in the comment box and a person will be chosen at random. The video announcing the winner will be going up on the 1st of January. So have your entry in before then. The winner will be announced in that video. It will not be announced any other way. So do not be scammed by anybody contacting you, pretending to be me, saying congratulations. It will not be me. All right. The winner will be announced in that video from me on the 1st of January. So keep your eyes peeled and good luck to everyone. And if you would like to purchase a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, the link to my website, daneharttarot, is in the description box below, as are all the cards. Now, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. All right, Taurus, let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Here we have manifest. Okay, guys, you are the absolute rulers, the absolute kings, queens, of manifestation. And this is just such a great time for you to really understand that what you focus on, you're going to be getting. Whether it's positive, whether it's negative, your focus, your determination, your Taurian ability really lends you to supreme manifestation. And that's going to come through very, very powerfully during this time. So embracing your manifestation, embracing your thoughts, your mind, yourself, and really saying, okay, what am I focusing on? Because we're going to find, for better or worse, even if we're scared and our fears are going to be coming up during this time as well, what we focus on tends to come forward. So just being aware of this, seeing this, and saying, okay, I'm focusing on how I'm building my life in the most beautiful, prosperous way for me, and stop. And that's going to lead us to success and real prosperity, because we can overthink it. We will have a tendency during this, new moon to overthink, to overanalyze, to really kind of pigeonhole ourselves a bit. So just be aware of this. Our energy to be mindful of, well, not mindful of, our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, 2 come through. Okay, so we are to be mindful. Spirit was right when I misspoke, but here, or they had me misspeak, with the heart chakra reversed. This is love. Moving forward in love and making love the guiding force of this situation and of this time is going to be one of the most powerful and profound things that we can do for ourselves. So opening our hearts to love, embracing what we love, and moving forward in that energy. It can seem silly. It can seem silly to focus on our heart chakra, to focus on love. It is going to be one of the greatest changes, greatest powers, greatest determinations, like greatest things that we can do during this time. It's like, I'm going to let my heart guide me. And it feels astoundingly vulnerable. That's very much coming through. It's like, oh, that's vulnerable. I don't want to do that. But it is going to be a game changer for us. It then leads us to the Earth Star chakra, located 6 inches below our feet. And this is rebirth. We are going to see that during this time, we feel very changed, very transformed. This is a new moon in Sagittarius. So this energy is going to be very powerful around us anyway. And so embracing the Earth Star chakra and embracing that rebirth, reborn, transformative energy, that transformation energy, is going to be a huge deal. It then leads us to the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. It leads us, to the Queen of Pentacles reverse. So again, we do have that tendency during this time to get in our own way, to kind of look at things and need it to all add up, right? We need to look at what we're planting, how it's growing, and we're going to be very strict, very rigid with ourselves. And the Ten of Swords reverse, like, be mindful. We're overwhelmed by everything that we have gone through. But what we're not fully seeing right now is that we are now being reborn. This is a transformation. This is the Ten of Swords is my minor arcana death card. It's a dying away of the old self, a rebirth of the new that's leading us forward to prosperity and success and bounty and abundance and determination. And the Queen of Pentacles reversed is saying, hey, listen, be mindful of the energy vibration of things. It doesn't matter if it seems like, wow, that's going to be super successful for me. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Seriously. And that's going to sound silly to a lot of us that we're listening. It's like, yeah, but that doesn't feel right, or seem right. But, it's going to be so prosperous for me. But if our gut is telling us no, and your ability to manifest and be in alignment with, with the divine energy, with spirit energy during this time is huge, listen to it. Listen to the voice inside of you talking, because this new moon is at 20 degrees 40 minutes in Sagittarius. It is the 4th new moon, okay, in a row. Out of 7 new moons, we're going to have 7 of them. We're now on number 4. That brings us to a really powerful sense and this really powerful place of new beginnings and a new chapter opening. And we feel that. We feel that all so profoundly. New beginnings, new chapter in our life is opening. Awakening and truth are going to be our buzzwords for this time. It's like, okay, this 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 rings true to me, or this is leading me forward. That awakening, that transformation, I guess, is also a really good word for that. Is guiding me. Now, Sagittarius brings hope. It brings optimism. It brings a sense of adventure. We're craving freedom, and we're craving truth leading us. So just knowing that during this new moon, that it's like the doors are opening, and there's this real sense of follow your heart with the Knight of Cups that is crowning us. Water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. It's that real sense of, am I moving in the direction that I love? I love that the horse is on his sweater, and there's this real sense over his heart, right? There's this real sense of, am I moving towards what I love? Is my heart getting to lead the way? And again, we can find that scary because we've done things with our hearts before when we were younger, and it didn't turn out the way that we had anticipated to, or we got hurt in ways that just stung so deep. And now the heart is leading us forward. And there's a sense here of, how do I plant the seeds of what I want? How do I plant the seeds of my life and embrace what I love, and embrace my passion and my desire? This is a very powerful full moon to set your intention. Okay. Not full moon, new moon to set your intention, because it's going to grow and gain power during this new moon because it's in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. And so if we set our intention, if we say, this is what I want, this is what I'm going after, and we start that energy coming forward, we will see it grow leaps and bounds during this new moon and during, the days, weeks, months, years to come. There are 5 planets, immutable signs, during this time. Immutable signs are very easy for change. We can see that it's like, oh, I can go this way, it can go that way, but we can also be feeling rather chaotic. And that can make us really want to hunker down and say, okay, it all needs to make sense. So the planets that are in mutable signs are Neptune and Saturn in Pisces, and the moon, the sun, and Mars in Sagittarius. And again, this means that we're open to change, but it can also mean that we're overwhelmed by change. And we're overwhelmed by the energy around us that doesn't feel as grounded, as stable, as secure as we would like it to. So this can be a time where we kind of hunker down on things and say, well, it has to be like this and it has to be like that. And I don't want to be, adaptable anymore. I've changed with things enough. So it has to be just like this. And Spirit is saying, no, open up the door and turn this around, because when we turn this around, we're going to find the place that we stand, the place that we fit, like what we really desire and want. And we're not going to have to fit in. We can take the mold that's already there and make it work for us. And that's going to be the beautiful thing about this time, that we step out of a place of rigidity, because we do have the new moon and the sun conjunct Mars in Sagittarius. And this brings an energy that's very fast moving. Again, it could be too fast for us. So needing to slow it down, needing to say, what do I want? What do I need? Is going to be really important. So it's that fast moving energy, but it's also very opinionated, very kind of dogmatic energy that comes forward. And so here we can get a little bit too opinionated, a little bit too dogmatic, or we can have energies around us that are that way. And it's not elevating our spirit. It's not elevating us. There is a sense here of, I need to look at the bigger picture of what I truly love. And again, taking that in, manifesting that within our souls and ourselves, and moving forward in our greatness and in our beauty. Now, the new moon is squared Neptune, and this brings the spiritual into the day-to-day, and we become much more aligned with the mystical. We have here the Knight of Pentacles. When this mystical energy comes in, and it comes through very, very, very powerfully, okay, we are going to see that we're looking at things, and we're looking at, how can I slowly, steadily, powerfully, personally move forward to the prosperity and to the abundance that I want. When we're planting the seeds, we're planting seeds also of our spiritual selves. We're planting seeds of our mystical selves, of, what our soul is desiring. And we can be feeling the fear of, how is that going to move me forward? How is what I love, what I desire, what I'm going after, move me forward to where I want to be for me? Or is it going to move me into a place of fear, of being overwhelmed, of doubt? So that comes in also here with the moon reversed. We can feel like during this time, the moon, instead of bringing it's optimism to us. I always see the moon, or have been seeing the moon very much. I've been seeing the moon like an eye. Okay. So we usually see the moon as very feminine, right? But I've been seeing the moon, a new moon is the eye closed, and then it starts to open until it gets to the full moon, and then it starts to close again. And so here, when our eyes are closed, we're going inward. And there's a sense here also of us manifesting our intentions and really putting out our intentions in the world. There's a sense of closing the eye and saying, what am I afraid of? What do I need to see? Because Saturn is conjunct the fixed star of Persia. Now, this star, and I'm going to butcher the name, so I do apologize, is Fomalhaut. All right. And this fixed star only moves a degree every 72 years. So it's with us for quite a long time. And Fomalhaut is linked with the Archangel Gabriel. And the Archangel Gabriel is the spiritual teacher who really brings God's message forward, conveys God's message to us human beings. So that's absolutely beautiful. But Fomalhaut also is linked to the dragon and the serpent energy, which we can see as very powerful, very, reborn, regenerative energy. But in Persia, it's also seen as kind of demonic energy. So I know that's a very odd thing to have those two right by each other, to have the archangel come forward and then, hey, be mindful of the darkness. But it does also make sense. So here, with the moon coming forward and it being reversed, it's like there's that blessing coming forward from the archangel. There's that sense of Gabriel bringing us knowledge and truth and wisdom, divine wisdom, universal wisdom, spiritual wisdom. And then there's also the sense of the darkness coming forward. Like, what are we afraid of? What are the demons that we hold within us? What do we need to release in order to fully embrace what we want? And that's a tall order right there. That's intensity. It moves us then to Mercury being trine Jupiter, which has us, bringing our vision for the future forward. It has us looking at things, and we're going to be balancing what we want. It's saying, what is just for me? Like, how do I balance? How do I embrace what I want, what I need, where I need to be for myself? What do I desire for me? And also, there's a sense of, where am I stuck? With the Eight of Cups reversed, what do I need to walk away from emotionally, spiritually, personally, that I'm not quite ready to say, okay, I'm done. So here, the Eight of Cups, we're holding on to something where Spirit is saying to us, it's time to let go. And we're going to be aware of this during this time. This new moon is going to make it very clear. There's something that we need to let go, that we have been holding on to just too long. It's been exhausting. And now the release of it is going to be very empowering. It brings us then, and here's another name I'm going to butcher. Mercury is conjunct the dwarf planet Quaoar. All right. And that's Quaoar. And this is a creator god who brings order out of chaos. And this is going to be a time with the emperor energy of, us really bringing order out of chaos with this energy of Quaoar guiding us forward. And we're going to see that we're really linked to the spirit world. There is not a way during this moon at all that we can separate ourselves from the spirit world, from our angels guiding us, from blessings, from intensity, from the sense of really embracing our emotions and ourselves. And so with the emperor, this is being a really great ruler. This is being a person who shows up, who takes care, who says, this is the purpose, this is what I want, this is where I'm going. And that energy is guiding us forward so profoundly, especially if we're born on the cusp with Aries or we have Aries in our chart. There's a real sense of, we're getting it done. We're getting it done. This is what we need to get done. And this is what we're doing. And that is powerful. That brings us to a place with the new moon and the sun trine. Not trine. In a tight conjunction with Uranus, and that brings the awakening forward. That again impacts the awakening, that connection with the spirit world, and that sense of, okay, I'm going to roll up my sleeves and I'm going to get done what needs to get done, to elevate, to move, and to go after what I want and what needs to be in my world and for myself. Now let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have patience reversed, so we're not being very patient with ourselves. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Interesting. Angels and spirit guides, angels, and spirit guides. So I love that we have balance in the upright position, and we also have justice in the upright position here. There's that sense of balance, there's that sense of harmony. Even though when we have the moon reverse, Pisces energy, the two fish, right, we can feel spiritually that things are out of balance, but we do see ourselves being able to harmonize things during this time and within ourselves. So that's a really great thing and a great power that we have. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Ooh, okay, so we have an extra one. So our extra card is the new moon in Virgo, and it says a time to give rather than take. And this is going to be for us a time to take rather than give, which sounds astoundingly selfish, right? We're like, oh no, I don't want to be a taker. But what Spirit is saying here, it's time to soak in the energy. It's time to soak in what we love, what we want, what we desire, what's, powerful for us, what we need. It's time to suck it in. Like suck it in sounds weird, like suck in your gut, but it's time to I'm just seeing like a lizard sitting out in the sun, just soaking up. There we go. Soaking up the sun's rays. Soak up the energy. That sounds so much better. That we need in order to move forward. Because this is going to be a time where it's like, oh, well, that doesn't sound good. Just like the wording that Spirit had, I was like, oh, that doesn't sound good. But how do you word it another way? How do you connect another way that is empowering and emboldening for you? Oh, goodness. As it almost wants to fly away. It moves us then to patience reverse. Now, I love this because my mom always says patience is the P word. And she's like, oh, I don't want, patience. And yet we are always called to be a little bit more patient in our lives. And it has us bring love into the situation. So here, be patient with yourself. Be patient with yourself because you do not expect, the way forward to be a portal in the sky. Be patient with yourself as you move forward in love and in good cheer and in this sense of my heart guiding me forward. And let love be the guide. Let love lead you in your situations. Let love lead you forward beautifully and kindly and powerfully for you. Bring love into the situation and be patient with yourself as it evolves and as you move forward. Because the answers you need, they're coming. And it's not going to be in that pure, like, epiphany way. When people talk and they're like, well, I was sitting in a room and then it just got flooded in sunlight and I had an awakening. And I was like, I'm always listening to these things and I'm like, I would like my awakening to be just like that. It seems very nice and very clean lined and very, very beautiful. Awakenings for me are always so much grittier. They're so much more real. And so here with purity, it's purity reversed. It's not going to be, that simple, not simple, but it's not going to have those clean lines, like when you're sitting outside and the snow is falling and the world becomes quiet and everything just starts to look more crisp and more beautiful. Here the answers we need are coming, but they're going to come in a little bit messier way. And it's as we start to leave what we once thought we would love, as we start to have our dreams evolve with how our life and how we as individuals are evolving. And it says here, take time and breathe out. We're very harsh on ourselves. We're going after, going after, going after. So Spirit says here, take time and breathe out. It will connect us with our abundance. That's what we need to do in order to keep ourselves balanced. When Spirit said we can easily get overwhelmed, we can easily, want to put everybody else's needs above ourselves and the balance will be off. Spirit is saying here, no, move in abundance for you. What is bountiful? What is beautiful? What is abundant for you? Take time, breathe out. Take time and connect. And it feels almost like that's the last thing you have time for, right? To calm things down and center yourself. But it is going to be what you need to do. It is going to be so important for you. Work through your fears. This is going to be a time here, Taurus, with the Knight of Pentacles, that we need to work through our fears, that we are working through our fears, that we're going forward, that we have this movement, this determination, this focus, this insight. And it's like what I'm afraid of isn't going to stop me, even though we have the moon reversed. And it's like, okay, but my fears, they're prevalent and they come forward. I am protected. I am protected. This moon is protecting me. This this earth, this knowledge, this beauty of soul and self is protecting me. Now, it doesn't mean we're Superman, right? We can't go do foolish things. But as we look at the negativity within ourselves, it's like, I don't have time for this and I don't have a place for this. It needs to go. And it brings us to our commitments are being tested. They're not really, but our focus is being tested. We're looking here at this moon at this time, and this moon is looking at us and saying, listen, you're being tested if you really want this. Do you really want to move forward this way? And whatever the it is for us, this is a general reading, but it has us being focused. It has us opening our third eye. It has us looking at what we want with more honesty and more beauty and more connection than we had before. So here, the focus, we might be a little bit all over the place. And that makes sense, especially with the energy of the Hierophant reverse, where we kind of double down on things. Okay, just more rules, more structure. That will make things move more smoothly. And it doesn't always. It just gives us something else to ignore or rebel against. Because Spirit is saying here, with an awakening, we cannot pen in our spirit. We cannot pen in ourselves. We need to look at, what do I want to awaken? What do I need to embrace for me? And then have that insight guide us forward in a way that is extraordinary. So here, your commitment is being tested. It's not. It's your focus that's being tested. It's a sense of, can I step into my energy? Can I step into myself? And can I believe enough in me to open up this door? And it brings us to, what do you need to release? And we're kind of thinking nothing. What you need to release is reversed. We're kind of thinking nothing. I'm good. But in order to balance things, and we'll see this within ourselves during this time, in order to fully have things balanced, we need to release. We need to release certain things that don't suit us anymore. And we're going to see that those are going to be kind of the energies that we want to hold on to even more, because with the Eight of Cups reverse, we're not really ready to let it go. Because it's like, oh, but that's like, it's supposed to be like this, or it's supposed to be XYZ. And Spirit's like, is it? Is it supposed to be XYZ? Open up the door. See what's here. Because Spirit is guiding us in a way that is extraordinary. And it brings us to adjustments are required. Are we making these adjustments? No, not really. We don't want to. But embracing self-love and saying, as I see myself as a strong, capable, comparable person, ruler of my universe and destiny, I'm the emperor of my existence. I need to love myself. And then the adjustments are required. But then again, also adjustments are required is reversed. And there's a sense here of, I need to let go of the baggage, right? I need to let go of the doubts and the hurts and the fears that have held me back. But I don't need to change who I am. I need to love me. And that's it. Okay, that's it. That rings true. I need to love me. Adjustments are required. Okay, we're going to need to change things up in order to bring love into the situation, which is crowning us here, right? Bring love into the situation more and more and more, and let us live in self-love. Like, let us embrace self-love as we embrace our power, our determination, and our focus. It brings us then to our subconscious energy to be mindful of. Not mindful of, but our subconscious spirit message. And this is beautiful. We are beautiful. We need to surround ourselves with what is beautiful. And we need to not be afraid of embracing the beauty of the world and ourselves. And it doesn't matter what stage in life we are still beautiful. Okay? Seeing that and having a beautiful spirit is one of the most attractive things we as human beings can do. We can be beautiful on the outside and rotten on the inside. And there are so many human beings like that. And that beauty that's on the outside, it will fade. But here, to be beautiful at our core and surround ourselves with things that elevate the beauty experience, like elevate beauty here on earth, that is going to be a very important thing for us. Surrounding ourselves, embracing the beautiful. It brings us then to our subconscious chakra energy, and that's the Earth Star Chakra again, Mother Earth. We are represented, but we are our Earth sign energy, right? Represented by the pentacles, seeds to be planted, prosperity, abundance, connecting with Mother Earth with the Earth Star Chakra, located 6 inches below our feet, is an astoundingly powerful thing. Astoundingly. Get outside. Get out of our own heads. Get outside. Connect with nature. Connect with the sunlight. If you need to get one of the sun lamps, like if the sun goes down really, really early where you are, get a sun lamp and start to connect with Mother Nature, and start to connect with your nature and what you love and what you want to build, Taurus. A subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Queen of Swords. Now, this is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Air sign energy is also very judgmental energy. We need to be mindful of our inner talk, our self-talk. That's going to be very important. We need to be mindful of other people, like people who could build us up, say really nice things and then cut us down all in the same breath, right? You'll never have their full approval. You just never will. This is also going to be somebody who is a master manipulator when it comes to words, who will always make you feel off balance. But we can also be really manipulative with our own words within ourselves. So do be mindful about this, okay? Also knowing a clarity of voice, a clarity of mind. Be firm in your convictions. Like embracing love, moving forward in love and kindness and in compassion, and letting that be the guiding force forward, and letting all the negative, hurtful, hateful thoughts that can be in our heads, releasing that. That's going to be a very big thing. If we're born on the cusp with Gemini, or we have air sign energy in our chart, this can be a time where that part of our personality is coming out and we're like, oh, what the heck is wrong with this? Like, it's a little bit sharp, it's a little bit biting, it's a little bit sarcastic, sardonic, so just be aware of this during this time. Our subconscious energy to be not mindful of, but our subconscious, it is to be mindful of. The Seven of Pentacles is our energy subconsciously coming forward. It's like, be mindful of the seeds that you are planting. Be mindful of what you want to grow. Be mindful of what you're carefully collecting and curating and building within your life and within your existence. It matters. You matter so much, Taurus. Our subconscious Luna message is a new romantic cycle begins. The unexpected, in the most unexpected way. A new romantic cycle doesn't mean that we have to be falling in love, right? But that's what we usually think. But it means, how am I falling in love with my life? And it is going to be so unexpected, and it is going to be so enchanting. So embracing that is going to be huge for us. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Have a blessed moon and happy holidays. Bye.